forgot the opening had that TikTok challenge thing. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Dang, Desperado.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? Yeah, no, Lavitz, I highly recommend you read that one as well, because like on some of the pages there's lots of little like notes and little things and subtext and stuff that probably won't show up in the in the anime.
I'd probably watch the anime first and then reread it at some point in time.
See, I usually like to go the other way. I like to read it first and then watch it, depending on how I discover it, you know?
Sure. I find... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead and finish what you were going to say. Because mine is off topic.
Oh, gotcha. I always find watching it is a little easier first, because when I read it back through the manga, I can see what is different and compare based off that. Instead of finding what's missing, I get to discover new content for the IP type of situation.
That's fair.
Now, I was going to say that my computer is running like 100 times smoother since I completely restored Windows. It is ridiculous how well it's running now.
Good.
Get started here in just a second. All right. Well, let's get to it. Here we go. We're going to go over our rules here for class, and basically I call these the rules of language acquisition. They're more like guidelines. So this is a spiel I give pretty much every class, just so everybody has a general idea of what happens when you're learning languages. Something feels like it's not working, like if someone tells you this is a studying habit or a studying practice you should do, or this is how I learned it, or this is the best way that worked for me, and you find that it doesn't work for you, it probably won't work for you, and you should probably change up how you learn material that way. If you feel like you're not getting it, like inside like the lesson while you're learning and whatnot, that's probably the teacher. So if the teacher isn't changing their lesson style to better help you learn, then you need to change your teacher, because that getting it aspect is, the onus is almost always on the teacher. And if things are not if things are not relevant and interesting, you probably aren't acquiring much. So if we just spent a whole bunch of time doing nothing but drills and like conjugations and a bunch of unnecessary stuff, then you probably wouldn't be learning much, because that would be really, really boring. And most people aren't into applied linguistics. So with that said, we're going to move on here. What is it? If you're kind of person that likes to take notes, take notes. You don't have to take notes. Don't worry. isn't something you need. If you want to take a screenshot of something, take a screenshot of something. That's fine. And also, we're going to be using vocab on pages 148 and 149 in the textbook. And if you need access to the textbook is in Discord. So join our Discord, and you can find the stuff there. All right. Well, let's move on to the next part here. And
We're like halfway through the textbook now.
yeah, no, actually, I think what is it? Unit 6 is the halfway point. So, good on you guys. All right, so let's go over. Pardon me. Let's go over te form with verbs again, real quick. So, ru verbs are really easy. It goes from ru to
A.
very good. And your u, tsu, and nu, the words that end in those there, they have
Isai-te.
chisai, tsu, and te. Very good. And then what is it? Your mu, bu, and nu?
Day.
Unde. That's right.
Day. That's what it is.
Okay. And next you have ones that end in ku become
Ite.
very good. And if they end in gu, they become
Ide.
Ide, yeah.
yep. So if you see here, there's a diacritic and a diacritic. No diacritic and no diacritic. So it's a good way to remember there. And there is a really important exception with iku. Iku becomes
Ite.
Yeah.
yep, becomes ite. And su is
Shte.
very good. And our irregular verbs, sudo becomes,
Shte.
Shite.
and kudu becomes
Kite.
very good. Now, question. We've done this before, but I'm going to do it again. We have let's do the practice for the sounds for these ones here. Lavitz, why don't you go first?
So that's just kite.
Okay, and this one.
Kite.
Very good.
And te.
One more time.
Kite.
Kite. Kite. Very. All right. And Ellie, let's give it a try.
Ite.
Very good.
Kite. Kite.
Very good.
With the because there's stay and stay. Are they the same or they're not the same? Is it shite and stay?
Yeah, there
Okay.
it's they're the way that they are they change are exactly the same,
Mm-hmm.
but like the meaning is a little bit like behind it is different. So this one is just it goes from su to shte, and this one it goes from sudu to shte. So that's
Okay,
the
but
only
it sounds the same. That's
Yes.
Yeah, you always pronounce it shte. If it's ever gonna be shite, it's gonna have the extra I in it, correct?
right. But I can't think of a Japanese word that's like shiku. Like if there is if there's a verb for if it is, it must be something like really high level that I don't know about. So
It's more of, would you ever pronounce shte as shite? Or should you always just go for shte?
you should go for shte.
Okay.
Unless you forget.
All right.
I know, he just let you slide with that one earlier.
Mm.
Okay, I think we're
I'm
pretty.
just reading it by character rather than blobbing it all together.
Mhm.
I think we've got this one pretty down pat. Unless you guys want to keep like practice with this a bit more.
What
Moi
Moi
desu ka?
Diska?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys have this down pat.
Sure. I assume the last part of this lesson will be very similar style
Yeah.
of testing it, so I think
Yep.
we'll be fine.
Yep. Do you guys want to try and say this a bit more smoothly, or should we move on to something else?
We can do the pronunciation on it real quick.
Okay. Let's use
eh.
these two here. And I'll have Labbits. I'll have you do no food.
So, tabe do to tabete, tabete wa, oh man, I can't. Blah, blah, blah. Ikemasen. Okay, so tabema or tabete wa ikemasen.
Very good. Fantastic. And Ellie, why don't we do no photographs?
That's Yashin, right?
Shashin. Yeah.
Yashin? Yeah. I'm just trying to think how the T. I forgot how the T gets in there. This one.
Shashin o.
All right.
And then take. That's right.
No,
oh,
but
I
remember
forgot the
there's
verb.
a word in there. I'm missing a word.
Yeah,
'cause you
I
can't
can't
just put-
remember.
It's not ote.
Shashin o.
Right, we're thinking of the verb that would turn into
it-
te form.
Is it literally the to take, or am I thinking of to go, like to do?
It is to take.
What's to do? To take? Okay.
Hang on a minute. I've forgotten things.
Well, this is one of those things where if you guys have, what is it, Google Translate, putting in, like, take a picture would really help out. You'd be able to find it really
I was
quickly.
opening that.
I was like, that's to carry. That's not quite right.
Mm-hmm.
Take a picture. No, that didn't work. I gotta change it. Toru.
That's right.
Toru.
To-
Shashin
Toru.
o toru.
And toru is an u verb.
So it would be with the chi sound. Right.
Yeah. Tote.
Very good. To-te. Very good.
I'm having a weird experience where I'm like not even remembering the rules, but it just sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, so I'm like, that's the one.
And that is how language works.
All right.
There's a lot of times when you are in conversation and you'll be like, that did not sound right, or that definitely sounded right, and that's just understanding language in itself.
Yeah, because my brain was like that. Toru would turn into tote, but if you ask me if like the ruling on it, if you ask me like, is this correct? Like, does the ru turn into te? I couldn't answer yes. I just knew toru turned into tote.
Very good.
It's just
We have done this one a few times now too. So that probably helps too.
well, it's been like that since the first, like since we ran into it.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and try and say this one here real quick.
Yeah. Shashin o tote wa ikemasen.
Very good. Let's try and say it one more time and try not to put the space between te and wa.
Yeah. Shashin o tote wa ikemasen.
Fantastic. Very good.
That was a good instruction. That did come out really well. Don't separate wa and te.
Okay, hold on.
It's like easier to put them together and pause after.
Right.
Before the ike, and then because I think I need a pause there anyway.
Most of the
I
time,
need
I
to
think there is normally like a beat right there, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, wa is kind of and right,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so that should in English that at least has a breath.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you guys remember the rules with these ones here? What we did before, where we did to and te, where we had this one was spelled incorrectly, where it's supposed to be the.
Off the top of my head, no. But if you start explaining it, I'll let you know if I catch on.
Okay, so do you guys remember what the particle to is for?
And or like plus, like including with, right?
Yep, that is correct. So we had, and I remember I spelled your name wrong here, so. So I'm going to try and fix it real quick.
Oh yeah, that's right. We learned that there is a letter V that we didn't know.
Oh, that's right. Oh gosh.
All right.
Is
So
that even? I don't think that's actually on. Is that on the
It-
list of
it
katakana?
it
in the
might
book?
not actually not be on the list, but it is used. Another one is like if you were to do Final Fantasy, you would have fa written like this.
Where is
I
it?
don't think
Oh,
it's
I'm
in
on
the
page.
thing.
Right.
Ah.
Or if you were to write the word chain, you would literally have what is it? God, I'm forgetting what A is. I'm having a brain fart right now. Ah, here we go. Yeah. Like this would be chain in Japanese, but they don't show you this here at all. Like these two, they don't show you on that list for fa and che. It's kind of the same thing with this one here. This is V because it has the small E sound here with the U with the diacritic. But when we did this before, when you're putting two actions together, you do them in order, and you use the first verb here, which this was iku, into ite, and then you have the first action into the second action. And these ones here are ending with the past tense. Like that. So let's take a look at this one more time. I know we've done this before, but let's just do just very quick review. Do you guys remember what mise was?
Not in my head.
Nope.
Okay, well let's try and do the other ones first here. What's this? Right here. That's not ja.
Jeans.
Very
Oh,
good.
Jinzu, yeah.
Jeans. Yeah.
So jinzu o
Kaimashita.
kaimashita.
Oh, I think I remember what this was.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah.
I think it was like
looked it up,
I
though.
go to the store to buy jeans. or
Very
something,
good.
Or I
That-
went to the store to buy jeans. 'cause
That's
it's fast.
exactly what it is. Because mise is store.
Shop.
And-
Or shop is what it said.
Right.
Yeah.
And kao is to buy.
Gotcha.
Fantastic. Good job. So let's go down to the next one here at the very bottom.
Anime o mite yasumi mashita.
Very good.
Isn't that I watched anime yesterday
Last night,
or
I think.
last night?
Not last night. It's first action into second action.
What's
or-
yasumi? Before going to bed.
That's not
No.
today, is it?
Okay, so
Yasumi.
oyasumi nasai means to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tonight I watched
yasumi
anime.
also has another meaning, which is to...
Rest.
Very good.
Oh. Yes, or I relaxed watching anime.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I do remember that now.
Okay. So let's go over a few examples we have here. So let's take a look at the first part here, and we'll move into the second part here. And if you can't read those or you can't see those well enough, let me know, and I'll make them a bit more clear for you.
Is that akaoki?
So this is asa.
Ah.
Asa.
But O is
Asa
correct. Okite.
oki.
Okite. Kohi o nomimasu.
Very
Yeah.
good. So the first set of pictures here is, can you tell me what the meaning is?
Oh, I woke up and then it's coffee and drank some coffee.
Right. But asa.
Asa, this morning.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, now let's try and do the next one here. And I know you guys
okay.
haven't done, we haven't been focusing heavily on vocabulary, but we can,
Well, it's terebi, right?
yeah, terebi, very
Yeah.
good.
God. Verb.
To watch, right?
Isn't it? Like,
It's not watch,
it begins with
because we're going from
Turn on.
TV. No, we're not turning on the TV.
turning off the TV.
Very good.
Hang on. Is that kesu
Very good.
to turn off?
So we have keisu.
Kesu.
And then this one is for to go out. And just so you know, there's a difference between to go and to go out.
All I can think of is like iterashai, but that's not right.
Let's have a good time. So
Yeah, I was like, that's
What's it called?
not a verb.
Well, let's try and do the first part here. So we have the TV. So terebi.
Terebi o, and hang on, su. Is that gonna be kete?
Okay, so keisu goes into becomes what then?
Oh wait, isn't that one of those weird ones?
right, that would have
Oh,
been
wait.
the irregular, right?
It's not an irregular.
Keshta?
Oh no. Shta. Yeah, shta is correct.
Not shta. Not keishta, because we have to use te form.
Keshte.
Very
Keshte.
good.
Keshte?
That's right.
So terebi,
Keshte.
terebi o,
Terebi o keshte,
keishite. Okay, and now we have to do the second part
which is where we need the verb.
for to go out. If you'd like to
I
use
don't
Google
see it in
Translate,
the-
if you'd like to use Google Trans,
Tadaima is I'm back.
if you want to use Google Translate, you can.
Itekimasu.
That is telling somebody that I'm going to go
Okay.
and come back.
Yep.
Is there
I
is there a
remembered all
hint in
those.
there? Yeah.
Well, I mean the I don't know if this will help, but remember we did the kanji for outside was like gai or sote,
Soto.
soto. Oh, my typo.
So, are either of you
Uh,
using Google Translate?
Yeah, what should I type in?
Like to go out.
Guy is
Gai
in there, so
shutsu.
Gai
Gai
shutsu.
shutsuru.
They have gaishitsu. Okay, well, gaishitsu is a way to say it, but it's
Maybe just like go outside. Let's see what.
right.
Nope, didn't work for that either.
Okay, so the
Soto
word
ni de
is
nasai.
de ka ke do.
De ka. What is it? What
Ke
is this?
do.
Ke-
De kakeru.
De kakeru. Heru.
Is that even in the list of
Should be.
vocab? I
It
don't see
might have been. It might have been in a previous list from like the
True.
from the last lesson. But dekakeru is the correct. The one we're looking for here. I know the thing is like gaishitsuru is to like visibly go outside of like your front door into like the world. Dekakeru is to go out to do an activity of some kind. So, like, if you were to use gaishitsu, it would be for like to go out to like work in the garden or go for a walk. Dekakeru covers basically everything, whether you're going out for a karaoke or if you're going to the bar or if you're going, shopping or whatnot. It covers everything.
So is it a reverb or a new verb?
It's a reverb.
Oh, okay. So that's just going to be dekakete. Dekakete?
Take a look here. The second verb.
Oh.
Too many tabs.
No me. Oh, okay. So dekake mas?
Very good. So let's say the whole sentence together.
Let's see. Terebi o wait. Yeah, I need to change that, don't I?
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that?
It's like keshite.
Su and the keshite.
Yep.
Keshite. Yeah.
Keshite.
Terebi o keshite.
Dekaketemasu.
Yeah.
De-
Dekaketemasu. Yeah.
Dekakemasu.
Dekakemasu.
So if you take a
Oh,
look here on
Yeah,
these
yeah,
ones
yeah.
here,
We don't need to turn that.
It's
into
because you
tape.
said te. I
Right.
put the te in there.
Yeah,
Right.
that was my fault.
like the te is
That's right.
meant to connect the two together.
Yeah. Yeah. Terebi o oh good, I forgot again. Yeah. Terebi o keshite dekakemasu.
Fantastic. Lavitz, do you want to give it a go?
Terebi o oi. That is
Yep.
oh man, ish or what is that? Oh, after O, I'm like
De.
K. It's keshte. That's right. So terebi o keshte dekaemasu. Dekaemasu.
Dekake.
Dekae. Right?
K. Both are K.
Dekake. Or
K and K.
Okay. That's right. Okay. So terebi o keshte dekake kakemasu.
Okay.
Right?
Try it one more time.
Okay. Terebi o no. Terebi o keshte dekakemasu.
Very good. Okay. Let's try and do number 4 here.
So listen to radio and go to sleep.
What is she listening to?
That's hey and the day.
It says
Day.
Yeah.
the CD player is saying
Mhm.
dekakete mo ii desu ka? So that means she is doing what?
Are you studying?
Very
No.
good.
I'm okay. Shot in the dark based off the image.
Very good.
No translation there.
Wait. Didn't you say it says dekakete though? Didn't we just use that to go outside?
No, that's what it is saying. It
Oh.
is saying that to her while she's writing something in a book.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that she's studying Japanese.
Oh, okay. Got it. That's not what I said at all, but I understand now.
Oh, okay.
Where you got that from.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So she's studying Japanese is the thing she is doing.
Mhm.
And that's why
We thought you meant that
got
we
it.
needed to read what it said.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
You're
that's
totally trying to read what the radio is
Oh,
saying.
no,
We're
no,
trying to
no.
read what
The
it
the
said.
Yeah, and I'm like, wait,
We're
what?
like, what?
the purpose of the radio was for it to be like a listening exercise.
Right. So she studied
Um,
Japanese and went to sleep.
Yeah. Wait. It's to study like bienko suru or something.
That's really close. Benkyo.
Benkyo suru.
Benkyo shite.
But what is she studying? Nani o benkyo shitemasu ka?
Nihongo.
Very good.
Nihongo- Yeah.
Okay.
Nihongo o benkyo shite. What is to go to sleep? Oyasumi nasai? No, that's good evening. Or whatever is, Chinese English.
Um,
So Nihongo
isn't it like
o.
osu in the side? Something.
Nope. If you want to look up to sleep, you can.
To sleep or to go to sleep?
To sleep, I think.
Because I got Nemurin. Was she right
I
or
got
no?
nerutame. So to sleep.
It's just sleep.
Just sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Swimin.
Suimin.
Hmm?
That's right.
Suimin.
What? Swimin.
Suimin is what happens when you look up to or
Sleep.
just sleep. Sleeping.
Going to bed. Hang on. Shushin.
Okay, so
Google Translate.
we learned this a long while ago, but it
Mhm.
I know.
is
Neru, which would I
Neru.
can't remember if it's
So,
is it nete?
we'll hear Nete or
I'm guessing.
Ne-
I don't know if it's like a real.
well.
or a-
Do you remember where the one that we had before? It was, what is it? Asa okite, kohi o nomimasu.
Well, I guess we wouldn't
Oh
even
right, the
need
second one. Yeah.
Right?
So it's just nemas.
Right. Nemas, right?
Very good. But
Yeah.
what do we need here after Benkyo?
Benkyo.
Benkyo Nihongo. Oh.
So Nihongo o.
Go.
Oh right.
Benkyo. Oh, what's the verb?
Benkyo.
I thought the study was the verb.
Oh, well, this is just study, not
Mhm.
to study.
Oh. Shite?
Very good.
Okay. So Benkyo shite.
Oh, that's right, because I was saying Benkyo
yeah.
suru. So suru is shite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Benkyo shite. Nemas.
Very good. So say the whole thing.
Nihongo o benkyo shite nemasu.
Very good. Ellie, you want to give it a try?
Mhm. Nihongo o benkyo shite nemasu.
Very good. And then we're going to do number 5 here.
Reading a newspaper.
Would we go with the whole reading a newspaper?
Yep.
So Yomi to read, right?
Mm-hmm.
And newspaper.
Uh,
Shinbun?
Very good.
Shinbun o. Did you say
Yo-
yoru?
It's not Yoru.
Yote or well, it'd be turning into te form, right?
It'd be going into te form.
So Yomi and do Yomu, so back to Mu, which would then be Nte. No. I was close. Wait.
You're close.
Nde.
Very
Nde.
good.
Okay.
So?
Nde,
So
and then Kofi o Nomima.
Okay.
What happened to the yo part?
What was that?
Yonde. You mean yonde?
Oh,
you
yeah,
dropped
sorry.
like the yo character altogether.
So let's try
Did
one
I?
more time.
My bad.
Yeah, it's all
So,
good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna need that in this order. Shinbun o Yonde Kofi o oh man, to drink is what?
Nimas, I think.
Nimas. Yeah, Nimas. sounds
It's
right.
not Nimas.
Me. Mimas.
That means to
Isn't it?
look. You're close.
Oh right. Wait.
Nomima or Nomimas.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on. There's a
And
me in there somewhere.
just so you know, in Japanese, a phi sound would look like this, but for coffee, because coffee's been around for so long and
Kofi, that's right.
oh, did I have that
Yeah.
backwards?
And then the he sound.
It's
Kohi.
pretty much the same as I remember correctly.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
Indonesia is the same for coffee.
Yep. It's kohi.
And tea is te,
Mm-hmm.
just to be weird.
So you have
Shinbun o yonde kohi o nomimasu.
very good. Ellie, do you want to give her a try?
Shinbun o yonde kohi nomimasu.
Kohi
Or
o.
do I need an O in? Kohi o nomimasu.
Great. We're learning the O because it's important. If you drop it, it becomes like less polite.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
was pretty sure when I skipped it that I was like, yeah, I was supposed to have that.
all right. So now we have our cause and effect using because, which is our kata. Here, like this. So you start with the effect and you end the sentence with the cause.
Which
And
is totally broken.
kata, or that's kata? No, kata.
Kara.
Kata.
Kata.
Kara.
Yeah, kata.
And you end it with kata, which is basic. It means because.
Okay.
It's like, it just sounds like you're like saying something and then you're just retorting, like, because.
Right.
So are you reading the sentence out?
Sure.
Or okay.
Oh wait,
So-
there's a kanji in there that we don't know
Mm.
in the first bit.
Okay.
Kai.
Kan?
Kai.
Oh yeah.
Kai.
It's
Kai.
it's Ellie's
Kai.
favorite Japanese word.
Kaeru.
Mhm.
Kaeri.
Kairi.
Kaeri.
Kairi.
Kaeri.
Okay, so we
Back to
have
that again.
we have what is this now?
Ie ni
Ie.
kairi mashita.
Very good. So what is EA then?
House?
Very good.
Yeah.
No. Oh, dang. Hey.
Fantastic.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then kairimashita.
Isn't it to
come
like
home late?
return?
Very
Yeah.
good.
Or I went home, I guess, yeah.
Now, I want you
In this effect, yeah.
I want you guys to remember that this is a form that we learned in last lesson.
Kata.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Double
Katakata.
T.
Katakata. Katakata. Now I'm remembering that.
Mm-hmm.
So, koen wa namu
Sa?
that is not na samu
Samu.
katakata. Samu katakata.
Very
So-
I
good.
just remember something about a park.
Very
Mhm.
good. That is correct.
So koen, yeah, it was cold, right?
Yep, that is
Yeah,
correct.
It was cold at the park, so I went home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the
Uh,
next one here.
I was like, Lavitz, you gonna try and say the whole thing?
Oh,
I will if you do.
we can if you guys would like to give it a try.
Okay. Let's just say. Ie ni karimasu. Yeah, karimashita. Koen wa samu katakara.
Very good. Katakara.
Katakara.
Takata. So, ie ni kairimashita. Koen wa samu kara. What is it? Katakara? Katakara. Okay,
Yeah,
so
katakara.
ie ni kairimashita. Koen wa samu kara kata.
Samu
or-
katakara.
Katakara.
Kata. What did I say? Kara kata? Nice.
Yep. Let's
So,
see.
ie ni kairimashita. Koen wa samu katakara.
Very
katakara. Ah,
good.
yeah.
Samu katakara.
Samu katakara.
Katakara.
Very good. Very good. Let's work on this next one here, and then we'll move on to practice some other stuff.
Isogimasa.
Isogimasu.
Isogimasu. Isogimasu.
Yeah, isogimasu.
I don't know what isogi is.
Well, you might want to look up the u form. But you could put in isogimasu if you want.
Hurry.
Very good.
So
So
I was
it's-
in a hurry,
Isogimasu.
basically.
Yep. So I am in a hurry.
So I'm in a hurry because
Ben. With.
then
hang on.
basu.
Yeah. Basute.
Basu wa.
Oh,
Basu
yeah.
te?
Basua. No. That's
Yeah,
just
okay.
me. Basua. Wait, is that a.
That's a ha, right?
Mm-hmm. That is a ha.
No.
That is a ha. Hayaku. Hayaku. Himashita ka.
How you do.
Kimas.
Himashita kara.
Kimas.
Kimaskara. 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 Right? That's the correct pronunciation?
Mm-hmm.
Kimaskara. Okay. So, bus, hayaku was early, right?
Very good.
Hayaku could also mean hurry up, or hurry up, right?
Yeah, it can
But in
also
this
mean
case, it
hurry
means
up. Yep.
early, or is running early in this case.
Yeah.
Not quite
Yeah.
early. You wouldn't use it like, oh, it's early in the morning, but it's like, it is.
No, the
it's
bus is
running
early, so I hurried.
Yeah.
Very
I'm in a
good.
rush because yeah,
Very good.
I'm in a rush because the bus was early.
All right, so let's work on a few sentences here using this kata, because I don't think we did very much of this the last time.
Mm-mm.
I
Okay,
think like half of it.
So let's work on number 4 here.
Okasan.
Okasan, very good.
Mm-hmm. Helped.
To help.
Basically, it's in Japanese for to give a hand.
Isn't it tesu da
Ewo.
tesu da
Is she close with that? or
She's
no?
very close.
Okay.
I'm reading it in the
Tetsu
it's in the vocab list. Tesu
Oh, is
deru deru
dao. Tetsu
Dao?
dao.
Tesu dao
Tetsu dao.
Tesu dao Tetsu dao.
Tetsuda.
The dao is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsu dao.
Okay.
Help.
Very good. So Okasan, what particle do we need?
Oh.
Very good.
Okasan o tetsu dao.
So we have to
Big
change
busy
this.
part.
Yep.
Yeah, to te form, yeah.
Not to te form.
Or so what are we changing it to? Tetsuda to tetsu. Oh, past tense.
So tetsu dao mas.
So-
Daoimashu.
So
Mashita.
u goes into. So if you have mu,
Uh-huh.
mu goes to me.
Okay. Mao or okay. So the
Tetsu
Tetsu
dai.
daimashita.
Very good. Very good.
Tetsu daimashita.
Very good. So Okasan o.
Okasan o tetsu dai mashita.
Very good.
Daimashita, yeah.
Is there any like? Do we need the busy part?
Yep.
Isogashi, yeah. Isogashi is correct or no?
Isogashi, but it was. Do you remember what samui was when it's in its past form in the last page?
Samui katakara.
Samu.
Right. Samu. So I'm looking
Samu.
at Isoga
Samu katakara.
kata. Yeah, samu kata. What did I say? Kata kata?
Samui katakara is what you said.
So
Okay.
did you say it was isogi?
Isogashi. So isoga kata.
Isogashi.
Isogashi
Yeah.
kata?
Very good. Kata.
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 Very good. So do you remember what she is?
No, off the top of my head.
Nope.
Okay,
Kanojo.
so
It's
question.
Google Trans-
I'll let you in on a hint. To say he and she in Japanese is the same for girlfriend and boyfriend.
Mm.
They use the exact
Uh.
same words.
I still don't remember.
Okay, so
Kanojo.
for very good.
Is girlfriend, yeah.
Yep.
Boyfriend, I can't remember.
So
I didn't even
Kano.
get that off Google Translate. I typed girlfriend in, and I'm like Kanojo. before
Right.
I even read
Now, do you remember the kanji that we just learned
Okay.
it. No. No, I do not.
for this one here?
Okay.
That means for woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of its, what is it? The omiomi for it is Joe
Mm.
that we studied. And here is
Gotcha.
that Joe right there.
Kanojo.
Kanojo. So we're going to use kanojo down here. So kanojo wa
Isogishi.
isoga.
What is it? Isoga. Oh yeah, isogashi katakara.
Very good. So ga oh. Shi ka ta and then kara. So let's try and say this whole thing.
So, I'm trying to remember the new word we just learned on the first one. Okasan
Okay.
o
Okasan o tetsudai. Is it tetsudai?
Tetsudai.
because we have to change.
Tetsudai.
Tetsudai.
Mashita.
Very good.
So okasan o tetsudai mashita.
I'm not
Wa.
sure. I don't think there's a law there yet.
Isn't
Yeah.
there? Isn't there the
Yep, there's
Or
a wa
after
there.
that, I'm not sure, but my bad.
kanojo wa itsugai
Iso.
itsugashi
Iso?
isogashi katakara.
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 Very good. So try it one more time.
Go ahead.
Okasan o tesudai mashita. Kanojo wa isogashi katakara.
Very good. Fantastic. Lavitz, do you want to give her a try?
Sure. So, Okasan o. Oh man. What is this? Tetsudai. Okay. Okasan o tetsudai mashita. Kanojo wa isogashi katakara.
Very good. Fantastic.
How do you pronounce that? Because I feel like I'm not supposed to have a pause at the end there.
Here?
Isogashi katakara.
Isogashi
katakara.
katakara.
Okay, yeah, it's just there has to be a small pause there, even if there's not like an easy way to get that out.
Right.
It's very long, so you kind of gotta take a breath somewhere.
All right. Let's do number 5 now.
Well, kohi.
Yeah, kohi nomi nomimasen, right?
Very
Kohi
good.
o nomimasen.
Very good.
Yeah.
I forgot what
Kohi,
morning is again.
Also,
Yeah.
right?
So aso kohi o nomimasu.
So morning.
No.
Morning.
Mashita. Is that not also? What's morning? Ohio
Asa.
side.
Asa.
Yeah.
Very good.
So kohi o
That's G.
nomimasen. Asa kohi o nomimasu.
Nomi.
Mashita.
Katakara.
Very good.
Is
Ko-
it nomi
asa.
mas? What is it?
So kohi o
Asa, kohi o
no.
nomimasu.
So drank is
Oh,
Mashita, yeah.
nomimashita. Mashita.
mashita kara.
Katakara.
Very
Kara,
good.
okay.
Fantastic.
Well, we translated that fairly quickly for
Yeah.
us.
No, you guys did
Well, I
very
mean,
well.
It was just coffee and drinking.
Yeah,
so it's
true.
not too bad.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and give her a try.
Sure, I'll go first. Kofi o nomimasen. Kofi, or sorry.
You keep saying coffee, it's kohi.
Kohi o nomimasen. Kohi, or I keep skipping morning. Kohi o nomimasen. Asa kohi o, or is it, yeah, kohi o nomimashita kara.
Very good. All right, Ellie, give her a go.
Okay. Kohi o nomimasen. Asa kohi o nomimashita kara. I want to say katakara.
Mashita kara.
Mashita kara.
Very good. Good job.
I feel like
Oh.
I'm getting the beats in the sentences a little easier now.
Oh, definitely. All right, so do you remember asking people to do things? We did shite kudasai.
I don't think we got here.
No, I don't think we did.
I think this was one of the first things that we did, because this was to asking people, please do something.
Okay.
So in this
Mm.
in this situation here, what is this person asking that person?
Please sit down.
Very good. And to sit down is
Swate.
very good.
I only know that because in middle school Japanese class it was always stand and sit when the teacher walked in for class.
Yep.
Suatu.
So suate.
Swate. Kudasai.
Very good.
Swate. Okay, kudasai.
Kudasai.
All right, so I'm going to go over something really fun to use with this. So there is domo.
Mm-hmm. Which is like what's it called?
Please?
Yeah,
Kind of?
please. No. No problem kind of, right? Domo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just show you something really funny, and these are we're doing the degrees of politeness right now.
Right. So domo is easiest to remember. It's like thank you or of course or whatever's right.
There
domo on
there are like
right?
25 different uses for the word domo.
Mhm.
Domo can be used as please. It can be used as thank you. It can be used as go ahead of me. It can be used as thank you for letting me go ahead of you. It's basically an utterance that you say that is correct. It's a polite thing to say for a situation.
Right.
I've
And it's
forgotten
almost
what
always as
little-
a response, right?
Yes.
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
Ellie.
I've forgotten what little u is in the domo.
Yeah, it's domo.
Is it
Oh,
slow?
it's
It's
that's a
long,
regular
right?
size.
Yeah, it's regular size.
Yeah, it's just do and u, so do. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's domo.
So it's not supposed to be a small size u.
Mm.
It's just a regular size one.
Okay.
It's just how you would every time you would have an u sound before after a do or a to for that matter, you would always go with the two combined sounds. Yeah. You would never say to, it'd be to.
Okay, I'm going to show you some stuff that you're not going to learn for a long while, but it's going to be fun.
Great. For who? You or us?
Are. Ane. Gai. Onegai?
Onegai.
Onegai.
Oh, right.
Shima.
Onegai.
Or shita.
Yep.
Onegai shi.
Shimashita.
Shimas.
Or is it shimas? That's what I thought. I'm like, wait, why you erased it? That's why I was like,
And
wait, why is that there?
the most polite way to say this is onegai itashimasu. Now, these two are kind of interchangeable. We could switch them around if you want. But do you notice a pattern as you move down the list of words?
So the shorter it is, the less polite, or the less polite it is? Is that
Very
accurate?
correct. Correct. And the longer it is?
The more polite.
Exactly. So you have, what is it? You can say suate domo, suate kure, suate kudasai, suate onegai shimasu, suate onegai itashimasu. But these are the varying degrees of politeness in Japanese.
So your coworker, your manager, your boss, like the owner of the company,
and then the CEO, yeah, and then your in-law. I'm gonna tell you right now, the in-laws get domo and kude.
Really?
Yeah. But the other thing is that because of I took their family last name, so therefore I'm treated as if I am their actual like blood relative son.
Sure.
So I'm just an impetulant child.
Is that typical or atypical in Japan for the man to take the surname?
It's not atypical, but if we want to take just a minute, I can explain it real quick. Basically, when you take the traditionally in Japan, in old Japan, the family name has more importance than bloodline, like actual like this person's child sort of thing, which is kind of counter to Western culture. So in old Japan, let's just say a prominent figure or a family in one village had 3 girls. The family name passes through the male heir, but in order for the name to pass through the, that family with 3 girls, in order for their name to continue on, the father would travel to a separate village and then make an agreement with someone who had maybe 2 sons or 3 sons, and their second son would marry one of the daughters to then continue the family line. And usually that deal involved a dowry of some kind. And that's kind of traditionally where that comes from. So for me, I am not the firstborn in my family, so there wasn't any big problems with that. So I took my wife's last name at the request of her father, which made me a part of her family's last name, which means that when I die, if I die in Japan, my body will be cremated and buried with the rest of her family.
Oh, okay. Would you have done it if you weren't asked anyway?
Oh yeah, it's there's not really I don't have a like a huge tie to like attachment to family name in that aspect there, but it was one of those things that it was a request of her father because she is an only child, and he was worried about like the family line going away and who was going to take care of the family grave and whatnot, and there was a whole bunch of other things that follow that.
Sure, and then you had 2 sons. He's like, good job.
Yeah, he's like, I had 2 sons. He's like, the family line is completely safe. We have an oldest and an insurance policy.
It's like big shoes to fill now.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
responsibility.
Yeah,
Right.
Father-in-law's like, that's my boy.
Right, pretty much. So that like I get a little bit of like the in-law-esque kind of like feeling, but her father treats me like I'm his son. So that's a little cultural thing for class. So let's move on to the next part here. Ah,
3 minutes.
we're going to do one more of these here. Because I think we only have time for one more, I think.
Sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We got about 3 minutes till you hit your time limit normally when you start wrapping up.
Okay. So now what I want you to do for this one here is I want you to use kata with this here, but I want you to use
Right.
both these and have it end in kata.
Well, okay, so it's gonna be because it's cold.
Very
Which
good.
Well, yeah. Well, so no. So it'd be samui at the
Mhm.
beginning. Samui.
Yeah. Wasn't it? Didn't we have Samu Mash or something like
Well,
that?
he is cold.
Right.
He wasn't cold. It's not that I was
All right.
cold.
So we're going to
So
use
samui.
shite kudasai.
Shite kudasai. Okay.
So do you
we're not
remember what
using that
when
on
do you
samui,
remember
right?
do you remember not we're not using it on samui.
Yeah.
No, to close.
Yeah. Is that shite kudasai then?
No, to close something is
I'll look up while you do that.
is it shineru?
Shimeru,
Shimeru.
Shimeru.
which is a ru verb.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be shimete.
Very good. But what does she need to close?
Window,
window.
which I looked up, which is mado.
So
Samui. Was
And
there anything else in the
no,
first part?
samui comes
No?
at the very end.
Is
Yeah.
it? I thought that's the
Yeah.
the what's it called? That's the
No.
cause. So it
Right.
goes
No.
first.
It'll be window to close, and then was it te kudasai,
Yeah. Kudasai.
and then
Samui.
samui
So
kara.
samu
Or
ka
samui
Kara.
samu ka.
Samu. Oh.
It is
Samu
katakana.
katakara.
Very good. Fantastic. Let's
Oh.
try and do this. So we have window is
Mado or what was to close?
Mado o shimete.
very good.
Wait,
Shimete
mado o
kudasai.
shimete kudasai.
Kudasai. Yeah.
Yep. Samui katakara.
You're close.
Samu katakara. You.
Very
you guys got
good.
me.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we have
Mado o wait, where'd it go? Mado o
He's got it written on the screen now. If you don't want to.
I know.
Right.
I'm trying to remember it too though. Samu o shimete kudasai.
Kudasai.
Samu katakara.
very good. Katakara.
Katakara.
So Mado o shinete
Shime.
kudasai. Shimete, excuse me. So Mado o shimete kudasai. Samu katakara.
Very good. And Ellie, try it one more time.
Mado o shimete wait, I skipped a bit. Mado o yeah, that is me, isn't it? Shime.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Mado o shimete kudasai. Samu katakara.
Very good. Very good. Fantastic. We're going to stop there for today. You guys did a fantastic job. And if you guys want to consider this review, we can consider this review and move on to the next lesson. Or if you guys want to do another full review of the whole lesson, we can do that as well too.
I think today was pretty good for review. We got through it pretty smoothly when we reviewed everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I
we
think it's
will.
probably.
We
yeah.
can start the next lesson if you'd like then.
Does that go with you, Ellie? Or do you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
review it? Okay.
No,
Okay.
I think it'll be good. I think, and then if we come back to it again
Right.
sometime soon, then it
When
probably
we do
wouldn't
like
be
a
a
full
bad
review
idea.
like we did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. We'll eventually review all the chapters again. I think we did that halfway through the book, right?
Something like that.
Yep, we're
Well,
about
we are
halfway.
halfway now.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think I think it was after like chapter 3.
We were
maybe,
doing
or
chapter
something like that.
4, chapter 8, and chapter 12. Was the grouping. So right now we're finishing up chapter 6. So we have 7 and 8, and then we'll do like the four
review.
reviews. So 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
And Kenny's here.
Yeah, Kenny's here. I was gonna.
I think
mute him as soon
Kenny
as we
hopped in
finish
it
the stream.
sometime. I can't remember when.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the end.
Yep. Soft
Yeah.
kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
Is the stream done?
Happy.
No.
Yeah, not yet. Well, we're gonna end it right now. But sorry,
There's a
Kenny.
There's a Kenny and another little Kenny, fluffy Kenny.
We have to
fluffy
say bye-bye, Kenny.
dog.
But Kenny can join us in Discord chat, so it's all good.
But he's
Anywho,
in here.
oh
He's in
good.
Discord chat. Yeah.
All right.
All you doing was we're not on Twitch, remember?
All right. We will talk to y'all later. We'll see you next Friday, and come join us for some more Japanese class. Take care. Bye bye.